Shalom, family. I pray all is well. This message here, purity, patience, and prayer with fasting. There are so many things missing in our life. We think we have a connection with the Most High that we do not. I'm talking about us as a whole. But we have so many holes, so many things wrong. We're worrying and concerned about wrong things. We have a big hole in our life. And the Most High is telling us to start here. We need to start with purity, patience, and prayer, with fasting, to get rid of to seal up some of these holes. We have to seal up some of these dark spots within our life. Our people don't know how to be pure. They don't know what it means. Our people have no patience. We can't wait. You know, this is what society has done to us. And we don't have time to pray because we're so busy. They made sure we don't have time to pray. And we struggle in the area of fasting. We need to hear from Him. We need things from Him. We need Him to protect us. We need Him for every breath that we take. And we don't do these things. There is something we must do, and we're lacking, and this is what this message is about. Let's get into this. Yahuah 10 and 1. 10, 1 and 2. It says, "You see therefore, my children, how great things patient works." Look, when you're patient, great things will come about. If you're patient. If you're not patient, expect evil things. You can expect it. There were people in scripture, they weren't patient. They didn't wait on the Most High. They did what they want to do. They said the Most High is taking too long. So how great things patient works. And prayer with fasting. So you too. If you follow after chastity, purity with patience, and prayer with fasting. So this is the message. Purity, patience, prayer with fasting. In humility of heart. It says Yahuah will dwell among you. How can He dwell among us when we're not pure? How can He dwell among us when we're not patient? We don't wait for Him, we move. He tell us to do something and we're supposed to stay and wait, then we move because He took too long. No patience. Where is the patience? So first let's go into pure. Let's look at this word pure. Of course we know the first meaning here, not mixed. Something is pure. We're talking pure honey, pure butter, pure butter. Look at 3. Wholesome. This is what we want. This is what we should be. The righteous should be wholesome. Most people in this world are not wholesome. They're not wholesome at all. Look how they dress. Look how they act. And untainted by immorality. This is the pure the Most High is talking about. We have been tainted by immorality. We have been tainted by wickedness. We have been tainted by wicked food. Especially that of a sexual nature. So anything that we're doing that's wicked, that's dark, you will become unpure. This is what happens. And the Most High made sure He gave strict instructions how to be pure, how to stay pure. And when you have some type of discharge, you have to be away from the people because you're not pure, and the Most High is dwelling within His people. He's dwelling with His people. Psalms 119 and 140. This is how we can become pure. Your word is very pure. We have to get into His word. When we get into His word, since His word is pure, we put His word in us, we become pure. This is how we become pure. And we need to know that every time we don't just go in His word, don't realize what's happening to us because we can't see it. We have to know and understand what's happening. We're becoming pure. Every new instruction you get from the Most High, every new command, something you didn't know, a breakdown of something that you didn't know before, you becoming pure. Each time we dig into the scriptures on the Shabbat, we hit the scriptures hard. We hit them hard. And when we spend this time in the scripture, we're becoming pure. Therefore, your servant loves it. Psalms 19:8. The statutes of Yahuah are right, rejoicing the heart. His statutes are right. The wicked hates his statute. The righteous loves his statutes. The righteous love his commandments. The commandment of Yahuah is pure. See, the righteous going to tell you, the wicked going to tell you that the Most High's commandment is not pure. They're going to tell you the Most High's commandment was for the people in the old. We don't live by the commandment anymore. We have a new covenant, and we're doing this thing a new way. So forget the commandment of the Most High. Forget his commandments. And the scriptures telling us, Psalms 19:8 is telling us the commandment of Yahuah is pure, enlightening the eyes. See? Giving you sight to see. Now you can see clearly. Without this commandment, these people talking about the law done away with, these people can't see clearly. And they are far from being pure. They're nowhere near being pure. They're defiled. They are defiled with the wicked, eating that abominable flesh, pig, catfish, and all this other crap they're eating. Psalms 12:6. And that's another point. See, when you put in things that the Most High call an abomination, you become more and more dark and wicked. You're not pure. You're impure. You have something in you that shouldn't be in you. When you're eating American food, that GMO and all this other mess they have in the food, see, you're not pure. There's something wrong with you. We have to know it. We have to tell the truth about the matter. How can you be pure when you're eating poison? Psalms 12:6. It says the words of Yahuah are pure words. His words are pure words. We should know his pure words. His words, let me just say it, it's untainted. Now, the Bible, is the Bible, I have to bring this point out, is the Bible pure words? No. They added to and took words out of his mouth, which made it impure. But we use it until we get to where we need to be. We use it until it gets us to where we need to be. Our roadmap is not 100% certain. The Bible is not pure words because they're not all his words. It says like silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times. This is his word. When he speaks a thing, when he says a thing, it will come to pass. The problem is the wicked don't believe that word. They don't believe that word going to come to pass. They don't believe he's going to put a ruach on kings to come against Babylon and destroy it. They don't believe that. That's why they go back into her, because they don't believe that word. When he said come out of her, he didn't say go back into her. They don't believe that word, so they go back into her. They're not pure. These people are found to be wicked. These people are wicked, but they're calling on Yahuah. They're talking like they're humble and calm and peaceful people. Christians talk like they're humble, calm, and pure people. But we know inside they partake of all the wicked days. They don't even acknowledge the Most High's word. So you see, they're not pure. They're wicked. They can have an outward appearance of being righteous, but inside they're full of dead men's bones. That's what Yahushua would tell them. You walking white tombs. You hypocrites, snakes. These are the things he would say to these people. Blind leaders of the blind. Both fall into a ditch. How can you speak good things when you're so evil and wicked and perverse? Perverted is your heart. Now they're ready to kill him. This is how it happened. He come back today, we will see the same thing. Matthew 5:8 says, Barak are the pure in heart. One of the, like the second or third video the Most High put into me through a vision. Barak are the pure in heart. He gave me a vision concerning this. Barak are the pure in heart. See, Christians going to tell you, you can't be pure. You can't, that pureness, we can't be pure. See, this is a lie. Now let me ask a question. Are we pure now? All of us. Everyone upon the earth right now. Are we pure now? The only people you're gonna find pure, infants. And that's if the mom hadn't been eating tainted food. But infants in some countries where the food is not tainted, you will find pureness. But once they hit the world, wickedness starts to come into them. And they will no longer be pure. We are not pure. We have so many things in us that need to be out of us. That's why we must stay in His Word to become pure. When we came out of Christianity, we was wicked as wicked can be. We started keeping the Shabbat. We stopped eating all those foods that's an abomination. We stopped eating all of them. See, we begin our pure process. It's a process and it takes time. For they shall see the Almighty. Proverbs 20:11. Even a child is known by his deeds. Yeah, a child, you and I, we are known by our deeds. When you do something, you do a thing, that's what you're known by. Your deeds. The Most High look at our deeds. He look at the works of our hands. Whether what He does is pure or right. Are you doing something pure and right? This is whether He does is pure and right. Or are you doing something wicked? This is what the Most High, He's looking at our deeds. He's watching. Patience. Now we're going into patience. What is patience? The thing we lack. This is what I say we lack. Because of technology, the internet, smartphone. Now we have AI. We can just walk into the house, lights on. We could just play this song, play that song. We could just walk in the house and talk to this. You see? That kills patience. And they made sure we would be this way. Look at this meaning. The capacity to accept or tolerate delay. We can't accept or tolerate delay. The least delay, we are impatient. And we can't. You don't believe it? Ask the Most High to test you in your patience. And watch the old people He put before you moving slowly and you can't get around them, and watch how impatient you get with those old people. So the capacity to accept, tolerate, delay problems or suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious. Can you sit there and not become annoyed or anxious because this old person is moving very slow? You can't get around him. So now you're moving slow. Walking or driving, doesn't matter. How do you feel about patience now? The Most High tells you He's going to do a thing for you. You think it's going to come next week, next month, next year. It took 3 years before it came to pass. Can you wait patiently and not become annoyed? This is something you really want Him to do for you. He tells you, by this time, 3 years later, I will do this thing for you. You're going to look at Him like you have the ability to do it now. Why won't you do it now? He won't do it now because you need work in your patience. The Most High will do many things for us quickly. But if we're not patient, He will make us wait. I tend to do this myself. When I see people, they're not patient. And I see, hurry, tell me. I slow down. Because they want it now. And it makes me want to make them wait. They need to learn patience. Sit there, be quiet, wait. Sometimes it's only going to be 2 minutes. I have something to say 2 minutes before I tell you what I have to tell you. No, they can't wait 2 minutes. So I tend to make them wait longer than the intended 2 minutes.